We all want a rainmaker, someone who is great at getting sales. They could sell ice to an Eskimo. You especially want someone like that during tough times. But this type of top-line thinking actually gets us into more trouble. Cranking up the sales will not help your quilt and craft shop if you don't have efficiencies already in place, because new sales will have some corresponding costs that will take away all of the profits. If you want to increase profits, then you must build efficiencies in your craft and quilt shop. My name is Jacob Curtis. I'm a CPA and certified profit first professional and a business coach. I started Curtis Accounting Solutions to remove the stress of doing the bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes off of quilt and craft shop owners and to provide practical business advice that helps them piece together financial freedom. I'd love to hear your thoughts and questions on today's episode, so please leave a comment below and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Money is everywhere, but if you do not have an efficient quilt and craft shop, you'll just watch it come in the front door and right out the back door. You're barely going to see any of it, but you must make a profit to stay in business for any amount of time. Profit is a slippery animal. When profit margins are big, people sniff it out and almost immediately start copying it. And at the same time, they look for ways to do it better, faster, and above all, cheaper. This is why focusing on efficiencies is better than focusing on sales. Efficiency increases your profit margins. Increased profit margins will boost your quilt and craft shop's profits without the need for increased sales. And then when you kick the selling machine back into gear, which we'll discuss later on in a future video, profits will skyrocket. So the method is simple. Achieve greater efficiency first, then sell more, then improve efficiencies even more, then sell even more, and over time, speed up the back and forth between efficiency and selling until the two happen at the same time. Making your quilt and craft shop more efficient is about more than just nixing extra coffee breaks or adjusting the thermostat. To tap into the river of profit flowing just under the surface of your business, you need to look at efficiency in every aspect of your business. Here are 4 ways to make your quilt and craft shop more efficient and profitable. Number 1, chip away at expenses. Each quarter, I review where I've spent my money. Then I pick a category and dive deeper to see if there is any alternative that I can use. For example, I stopped paying for Zoom because I was already paying for Google Meet through my Google subscription. Google Meet met my requirements, so I canceled Zoom and saved myself a few dollars a year, increasing my profit. What expenses are you paying for that you're not using or are duplicating or can swap out for cheaper alternatives? Number 2, fire your bad customers or just stop catering to them. A study facilitated by the Chicago-based growth consulting firm Strategic analyzed 1,000 companies' profit breakdowns. Strategic sorted the customers for each company into 4 sections, in descending order based on their revenue. For example, if a company had 100 customers, the 25 customers who generated the most revenue were put in the top quartile. The next 25 highest revenue generating customers were in the second quartile, and so on. Strategics found that the top 25% generated 89% of the total revenue, while the lowest 25% only accounted for a meager 1% of total revenue. It gets even worse. The study found that each customer group required the same amount of cost and time. This means it took the same amount of effort to serve a big revenue customer as it did a customer who barely affected revenue at all. Then came the awkward gulp moment. Strategic's profit analysis showed that the top 25% of customers generated 150% of companies' profits. The 2 middle quartiles were effectively break even, and the bottom 25%, the one that generated 1% of total revenue, resulted in a net profit loss of 50%. In the end, the profits generated from the top customers are used in part to pay for the losses accrued in serving the bottom customers. I'm sure you know this scenario all too well. Those customers who barely pay you anything, yet constantly complain about how much you charge and how you don't have anything right, how you don't have the right fabrics or kits or notions or yarns or anything. Those customers are costing you money. Stop catering to them. Get rid of them. Dumping any customers who makes you money, even if it's just the worst customer in the world, may seem counterintuitive at first, but never forget, not all revenue is the same. If you remove and stop catering your worst unprofitable customers and the now unnecessary costs associated with them, you will see a jump in profitability and a reduction in stress, often within weeks of doing so. Equally important, you will have more time to pursue and clone your best customers, which brings us to the next point. Number 3, Clone your best customers. Just for a moment, I want you to think about your favorite customer, the call you will always take, the person you say yes to without hesitation. This is the customer who pays without question, and they pay a lot. This is the customer who trusts you, respects you, and follows your instructions. This is the customer you love and who loves you. Now imagine that this customer has 5 identical twins wanting to buy from you. Wouldn't that boost your business? Wouldn't it be easy to serve those customers? Wouldn't it help you keep your bottom line healthy? Now imagine 10 clones or even 100 clones. For almost any business in the world, attracting 100 clones of its best customers would put it at the front of the pack. It would dominate. If just a mere 10% of their customers behaved like their number one customer, those businesses would have an amazing profit. Having customers with similar needs and very similar behaviors offers a few magical profit-making benefits. 1, you'll become super efficient because you now serve very few but consistent needs rather than an excessive array of varying needs. 2, you will love working with your clones, so you will naturally and automatically provide better service. We cater to the people we care about. 3, marketing will become automatic. Birds of a feather flock together, meaning your best customers hang out with other customers with the best customer qualities you're looking for. Your best customers are awesome. Remember, you love them and they love you. And that means they will talk you up every chance they get. Clones of your best customers are the very definition of efficiency, which is why they're like gold. Find them, nurture them, and then find out where even more best customer clones hang out and cultivate them too. Number 4, sell smart. Selling more is the most difficult way to increase profits because expenses generated grow faster than the sales. So by selling fewer things that are of a better quality, you'll win. What is your expertise? What do you like selling? What products or services give you a lot of stress? Dump those. As the variety of things you do increases, your need to buy more tools and equipment and hire more specialized labor increases. And none of this gets used to its maximum potential because you do many different things, not just one. You get stuck. You become a Jack or a Jill of all trades, not a specialist in a few things. Still confused? Ask yourself this question: who gets paid more, the general practitioner doctor or the specialist doctor? You'll win by selling fewer things that you are an expert in or are of a better quality than by selling many different things. Efficiency increases your profit margins, and increased profit margins will boost your quilt and craft shop's profits without the need for increased sales. Increase your profits by chipping away at expenses, firing or at least not catering to your worst customers, cloning your best customers, and selling smart. Which of these are you going to tackle first? How can I help? Comment below or email me at jacob@jacobcurtiscpa.com. I'm more than happy to help you out as best I can. And remember to follow me at Curtis Accounting Solutions on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.